What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what has really been moving it and what just came out that is really going to benefit Lucid for the years to come. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So the market is going to be opening in roughly 15 minutes. Lucid is up 1.06%, recovering largely because of this right here. So GDP and also initial jobless claims came in both better than anticipated. So GDP came in at 2.4, forecast is 2.3. Initial jobless claims 224, forecast of 225. So both very good data points. If you are one of those individuals that believes that Trump does truly want to tank the market to justify rate cuts, this data won't do that. So this is maybe why Trump is doing all those tariffs and stuff like that. Again, that's just, he hasn't ever confirmed this, because I feel like that's heavily manipulating the market. But if again, I think the unofficial rumor is that he's doing all this kind of fear tactics and whatever to really tank the market to justify rate cuts, just to refinance a lot of the national debt. So again, side topic, good data ultimately. But there was one thing that did come out, speaking of Trump, is auto tariffs. So that's going to be starting on April the 3rd, and he even does state auto tariffs are neutral or maybe good for Tesla. So anything made outside of the states is going to be hit with a tariff, and ultimately that's beneficial for anyone who already has a existing facility and produces everything in the states. Based on Lucid's last earnings, they are moving a lot of their kind of agreements to within the states, so then they can just have everything locally done. Very beneficial. Again, kind of avoiding the tariff. So I think at the end of the day, as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, AMP2 is going to be the very big deal for Lucid going forward, especially under a Trump administration. So you can kind of see AMP1 as solely being just for the states. Even though Canada is right above it, it doesn't make sense for Canadians to order anything from Lucid and it get fulfilled through AMP1, because obviously that's just going to get hit with a tariff, because Canada most likely will be doing reciprocal tariffs and whatever else. So AMP2 is going to be like fulfilling pretty much the whole world. So Lucid is in a very unique circumstance. So Americans will be able to really like be pushed towards Lucid, as well as Tesla and whatever else is based in the States, and then as well the rest of the world can benefit from Lucid's technology through AMP2. And I did a video, I think it was like a month ago. Even though Lucid does truck from AMP1, the cost associated to ship from AMP1 to, let's say, Canada are basically the same as shipping it from AMP2, boating and then just using a train across Canada. So essentially, like, Lucid could bypass and kind of fulfill orders to Canada through AMP2, bypassing the tariffs. So Lucid is in a very unique circumstance that they can benefit from under a Trump administration in the States, and then they can also fulfill the rest of the world at the same time. So I think this is a very good thing for Lucid. A lot of other companies, not so much. So yeah, I think this is kind of a good thing. Today is the big day. So in New York, it is, I believe, at 7 p.m. today. So that's when that big launch event is going to be having, or is underway. On a side note, imagine the marketing that Lucid is getting just based on this. How many people actually walk past this sign and see Lucid? So this one isn't for today's event. It just says March 28th to the 30th, Lucid Meatpacking Studio. So obviously they're really stepping up their marketing in general. But yeah, honestly, it's looking as though it's definitely fairly good. Aside from that, shorts aren't doing anything this morning, so we'll wait and see how they digest everything, how they digest the data, how they digest the tariffs and everything. But 23.27% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 282.79 million shares overall being shorted. Some key points to really watch for: with it at 238 pre-market, it is right above this pivot point, so 237 is going to be a strong support, so just watch for that. Shorts similarly know that as well, so they'll try their very best to probably suppress it below that point. So 237, just watch for that. Flip side, 255 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. I don't see that being achieved today. A lot of fear in the broader market, ultimately associated to just tariffs, reducing just buying power coming from consumers. So there's a lot of what ifs. And I think we did have recently Bank of America and also Morgan Stanley raising their gold targets. So I think there's just a lot more fear anticipated. No new analyst ratings or anything like that, but same as yesterday, I'm going to do this video, and then after hours or after the market does close, then I'll go over exactly options, what happened, shorts, how that all played out, and everything else. But so far, it looks as though today is going to be a nice recovery day. So let me know your thoughts on all of this. What's your viewpoint on, for instance, the tariffs? I get it that it's not good for consumers, but do you think that this is good for Lucid? Because Lucid's a very unique circumstance, like I said, that if they like 𝗪𝗡𝗡, like if that wasn't developed as much as it currently is, then I would be somewhat worried, because yeah, if they could only do like, I don't know, 500 or something like that, or something crazy, like, I don't know. I think just this all kind of scenario could really play out very good for Lucid. So let me know your general thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And then one final thing, pop over to my Discord, completely free. A lot of good people talking about stocks, options, crypto, everything that you ever need in life. So pop over there, link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.